Hello and welcome back to Shadow Generations with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Puggy. So Act 2 of Radical Highwire is even tougher than the first. First of all, it's raining now and we still have to deal with various obstacles, such as the rotating platforms and everything else. Seriously. So let's actually boost through here and get through here. More gun robots, of course. I think the main thing that really threw me off here are these things that come flying at you quicker than the stuff even the black arms have been sending at us. Seriously, not saying something seriously. But yeah, I know you cannot destroy them with your thing, unlike with the things the black arms sent towards us. Yeah, expect many deaths in this level. And that's before counting the final boss in the next episode. After which I will have a look at the DLC. Ah, yes. The movie DLC featuring Keanu Reeves as the voice of Shadow. But I'll get onto that when I get to it. For now, there are some things off to the side you can actually use to avoid the things. So yeah, it does help as well. And nobody knows where they're coming from. I'm going to say Black Doom sending them, just for the sake of argument and everything. Oops, that hurt. That really hurt. But never mind. Attack all of the gun beetles, yada yada yada. Get up here, and up here we will see just another thing, I guess. And free falling is fun, apparently. Yeah, just be careful of where these things come from. Yeah, the game doesn't make it explicitly clear that you were supposed to find somewhere to land. That's one of the most annoying things about this level, seriously. Yeah, I was not kidding about the number of deaths I did do here, seriously. So where the hell am I supposed to land here? Because it isn't immediately obvious until you see this platform here. Seriously, and it is around in the middle of nowhere, seriously. Yeah, to the point where I just somewhat want this level to be over. And is that Black Bull? Seriously, I think I just saw Black Bull. If you don't know, Black Bull was I guess a recurring boss in Shadow the Hedgehog. Black Doom would always summon him. Probably a rather lumpy, obese bat. That's the only way I can describe Black Bull, really. Wasn't really a bull at all. And his main weakness was his eye. Seemingly now, Black Bull, if that is indeed him, is sending out these giant tornadoes here. Which is not great, seriously. My experience with tornadoes in Sonic games has not been great. And then... No, it's not Black Bull. Okay, no, it is one of the Black Arm's soldiers, seemingly. But yeah, no, it turns into this little equivalent of the bleeps from Ratchet and Clank, and then here you're having to walk along the side of one of the roads, seriously, on the metal part, no less. So yes, it gives a new meaning to the whole thing that I like to call narrow platforming, something that is the bane of my existence in many platformers. Well, yeah, and no, it isn't even as bad as in something like Banjo-Tooie, as I've mentioned, but yeah. And yeah, there are some enemies you can homing attack just to keep in the air and everything. And unfortunately, I keep dying there. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Seemingly this little equivalent of the from Ratchet and Clank, is what I call it anyway. If you don't know what the was, it isn't the Roadrunner, it is actually the equivalent of... It was that little enemy that would wake up the rather angry things on planet Orkson, the home of the Blarg. Seriously. And it's a shame that, I don't mind the level being hard. I do not like Radical Highway Act 2 for the fact that it is being so much of a pain in the ass for that, seriously. As I say, most of the deaths have been pretty much self-inflicted, it's true, but what is annoying here is the fact that I have to go all the way back there. Seriously, I don't mind hitting on this. No, it's not my boyfriend, or whatnot. But never mind that, let's go over here. Maybe I should shut the hell up here. So, yeah. Meanwhile, getting over these moving platforms is a pain. Yeah. But can you blame me when I've got both Doom Wings out and I'm draining rings quicker than I am a Super Shadow? Yeah, and that's another thing. We don't even get Super Shadow in this game. Seriously. Which is what Shadow did use to defeat Devil Doom originally in Shadow the Hedgehog, but more on that later. Another rather big black arms beastie there, and now it's turning these things into a merry-go-round, which, yeah, seemingly I'm not losing rings here, but yeah, to the point where you'll have to use the Doom Wings just to get through here, and those Rainbow Rings just to get through there. And stop knocking me back, mate, seriously, it's too early in the day for that. Well, at least at the time of recording it anyway. That force feels annoying. Again, you can use your Doom Spears to actually stun the giant black arms beasties, but yeah, it's not easy. And then go through this way to the very end where we get a few more things, a short grinding section, I guess. And then, yeah, and then we get another tunnel segment with the annoying, I don't know what to call these guys, seriously. They showed up in Kingdom Valley, but I didn't really give them a name or anything. If they do have a name, then, yeah, and more upside down grinding, absolutely. And finally, another checkpoint. I'm well overdue one after that long rush, I say. And no, there's no pulley to get Shadow back up here. To the point where, yeah, we're screwed. Seriously, the amount of times I die is insane. I've already cut out enough of this episode. I did hit the ring there at least. And then there's this purple ooze here that honestly does knock you off. And we're back to the moving obstacles again, seriously. I do not like those. I'm surprised I've not done the things. Again, avoiding them is even harder now because some of the platforms you need to get out of the way for are on a completely different area. To the point where I cannot avoid it. Seriously. And to the point where I probably want to use Doom Wings again. But yeah, without the Doom Wings, this is a pain in the ass. Seriously. And why did I not boost? That being said, back to the more of the thing beyond there, and we get a bit that was right out of Sonic Adventure 2 here. Seriously. But never mind. I'm trying to get... That's the thing. And suddenly I get the Doom Wings back. Well, good. Though I probably want to be careful here. Seemingly. More grinding, yada, yada, yada. It does look cool, but... yeah, I'm not always a fan of it. And yeah, I'll have to use the Doom Wings again just to get Shadow back on an even keel here. And things get even crazier. And then finally we get to the goal ring and everything's done. Phew. So on the next episode, it is time to fight Black Doom himself. And that's just quite a trip, let me tell you. Anyway,